At midnight on January 1st, nothing visible changes. Your phone still works. Your bank app still shows the same balance. Your life looks exactly the same. But behind the scenes, the money system you live inside has already moved on without you. And that's the part nobody talks about, because the new year doesn't start with fireworks for money. It starts with a reset. Quiet, boring, and extremely expensive if you don't understand it. Every January, governments, banks, and large institutions don't plan the year. They execute decisions that were locked in months ago. Budgets flip from draft to reality. Debt rolls over automatically. Interest schedules activate. Think of it like this. On December 31st, the economy is still negotiating. On January 1st, the bill comes due. This matters now more than ever because the gap between what people feel about money and how money actually moves has never been wider. You start the year thinking about saving more. The system starts the year charging more. Not out of greed, out of design. Let's slow this down. When a government announces a budget, it feels like future planning. In reality, it's a calendar-based contract. Spending promises, tax assumptions, borrowing targets, all of it timed. And January is when those promises turn into automatic actions. Debt doesn't wait for economic conditions. It follows the calendar. If a country owes trillions, it doesn't repay it on January 1st. It refinances it. Old debt expires. New debt replaces it at current interest rates. That single detail is where the reset hides. A loan at 3% becomes a loan at 6%. Same amount, double the interest cost. No headlines, no vote, just math. Now zoom down one level. Banks operate on the same calendar logic. They don't decide interest rates every month emotionally. They adjust risk models yearly. Default probabilities, liquidity buffers, capital requirements. January is when those models update, which is why loan terms change even when nothing in your life did. Your credit card didn't get worse. The system recalculated what normal risk means. And here's the uncomfortable part. Inflation doesn't hit evenly throughout the year. Price increases cluster around resets, new contracts, new supplier agreements, new wage frameworks. That's why prices often rise in January, even when demand hasn't. It's not greed, it's synchronization. Everyone updating at once. Now compare that to how people think. New year, fresh start, new goals. Gym memberships spike, budget apps get downloaded, resolutions get written. There's an irony here. People try to reset themselves at the exact moment the system finishes resetting against them. By the time you're adjusting habits, the math is already locked, and the math is heavy. Governments globally are carrying debt loads that only work under low interest rates. Low rates made borrowing feel harmless, like a subscription, but when rates rise, the reset gets brutal. More tax revenue goes to interest, less goes to services. Nothing dramatic happens, just slower everything. Fewer projects, more fees, hidden cuts. You don't see a crisis, you feel friction. Now zoom out. This is why every year feels harder, even when technology improves. The system isn't collapsing, it's compounding. Each January doesn't wipe the slate clean, it stacks another layer. More obligations, more interest, more pressure to grow just to stand still. That's the real reset. Not a fresh beginning, a recalculation. And the most dangerous part? Almost nobody experiences it consciously. You just notice your money doesn't stretch like it used to, that goals feel further away, that doing everything right doesn't feel enough. So here's the question to sit with. If the money system resets every year automatically, and you don't, who's actually starting the year ahead?